Hi. Hi, I am Gina, and you want to hear a story? Something incredible happened to me. I had a genuine connection with an artist I admire so much. And just to give you a little context, like, I grew up in LA. I work in journalism. Like, being starstruck is not a thing for me. I've been fortunate enough to live in a place where, like, a Magic Johnson casually walks up to me at a restaurant to tell me I have the most beautiful smile he's ever seen. Thank you. Maroon 5 once freestyled a song about my favorite dessert and body part. Don't worry, wives and girlfriends were present. And one of my favorite, Beyonce, once walked up to me looking for directions. And she was looking for Jay. But like, all of this to say, they were incredible moments, but they didn't impact me like meeting Lizzy Jeff. She is this radiating rap priestess whose music helped me in one of my most challenging and darkest times, but yet super transformative season in my I'm learning that that's the thing about healing. It sneaks up on you in the softest way. In a song, a child's flower rose from someone who couldn't have known. This is where I'm beginning again. If you're into soul stories, sacred shift, and the kind of beauty that can't be bottled, you're in the right place. So back in 2021, I officially shut myself out. I chose to dive deep into my healing. And, you know, at the time, I had this thought where, like, everybody had such an opinion about my life and me. And I thought why is this so hard to get out? We're gonna do it together. So, no, not too many retakes. This is my first. But I felt lost. And I felt broken, and I felt unappreciated, and I felt like maybe I didn't like what I was being. Love, 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 light, 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 guide, guide, guide. Anybody else talking to their coffee or water? I swear it helps. Anyways, but you know, in 2020, like, I became a mother, and I also realized that I wanted to become the best version of myself. And to do that, I had to dig deep and heal some things, some shadows most people don't dare to face in their life. So in my 30s, I counted myself lucky to jump off the cliff, my cliff. What a hill I built, you know? I don't think I talk about that enough, about being in the forefront of this new industry that's created around storytelling. And I've been doing this since 2011. I could have my years wrong, but I feel like it was around 2018 that I was able to go officially full-time with it. Up until then, I was working 1,000,001 jobs, but still in journalism to support my dream. And my dream was to tell stories that make the world a better place. Who knows? Maybe this is one of them. So let's get back to what unlocked this authenticity within. So back in 2021, I decided to move back to California from New York. And when I left, my marriage was already over. And I moved here with my son. It was just me and my son at first. Dad came out about a year or two. But I decided that it was too noisy around me, and I needed to shut that noise out. I felt like I heard all this yapping and japping and all that jazz, but I wasn't hearing myself, my intuition, or God. And I really thought, F it, I'm gonna cut myself off from everyone and anything that does not serve me, and I'm just gonna focus on finding that voice. Oof, people who have been in my life during those years, like, if you're seeing this, I need to really thank you, and so much love and gratitude, because you don't know how your support and your presence helped me, when, especially not talking about what I was going through. Okay, so going back. So I cut off all the noise, I cut off everybody in my life, and I'm super sensitive, like beyond sensitive, and I can't even listen to the music that I once listened, loved, and adored. Not to say that I didn't like them, they didn't suit my mood, if that makes sense. And I found it really hard to just connect something that wasn't silent. But I started searching and I came across this artist named Lizzy Jeff, who opened my eyes and my world into this whole genre of just divine rap and love and free flow and rock and all of that, but speaking words that resonated with where I was trying to go. And it talked about personal growth, healing, putting yourself first, which I really lacked. And I vibed with it. I vibed with it so much that every single day on my morning walks with my dog, Toby Ruskies, that's what I listen to. I walk the hills of Los Angeles. I mean, Encino, let's be real. Remember the movie Encino, man? Yeah, that's me. That's my neighborhood. We break. But through the stillness, I found her. Lizzy's music became a map. Her voice, a compass, her lyrics, language for what I didn't understand yet. And it was medicine. It was medicine. It is medicine. Right before all that magic happened, with the intimacy of the event, of Lizzy approaching me, us having a moment, her genuinely wanting to know about me and my story. And, we had a few of those encounters throughout. And when I decided to leave, I wanted to kind of bring it all back full circle, show gratitude and appreciation, wait to just say bye. And as that was happening, like right before the magic happened, my son had a moment. One of those that could easily like rattle a parent. But I got down on his level. I looked him in the eye, and instead of reacting, I responded with patience and empathy. In that moment, I realized I wasn't just parenting differently. I was breaking a pattern. I was becoming the mother I always wanted. And that's when the little girl walked up to me. Like, she must have been just 3 years old. Where did she come from? But she comes and she hands me this white lily. I think it's a lily. It was beautiful. The ones with the purple inside so pretty. She gave it to me and I kind of couldn't believe it because it was such a soft moment that she stepped to. I called her back and I asked her for a hug. I thanked her. I gave her gratitude. I truly felt it, every fiber of my being. And that was a really wonderful moment. It felt kind of like a reassurance, kind of like you're on the right path from the universe, from God, from higher being. And when I went to go thank Lizzy before leaving, we shared a warm and intentional hug. And as I was leaving, she turned back, called me, and placed a red rose in my hand. Like how could she have known? A white rose, a red rose, one from a child, one from a woman whose voice healed me, both from the universe. And I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it, or maybe it was God saying, you're changing the story. And I think that's the real moment everything shifted. Not because it was loud or dramatic, because it was sacred, quiet and true. So yeah, that's the story. A red rose, a little girl with a white flower, a playlist that turned into a path. I guess all of this is just my way of saying I'm still healing, I'm still unfolding, but this is the season where I start showing up fully. Not the filtered version, not the polished version, just me. If you felt something in the story, if it reminded you of your own turning point or quiet revelation, love for you to stay. Subscribe, come with me. Let's make this a sacred little corner of the internet, because I'm done pretending I got it all together. I've got truth, I've got tenderness, I've got tea, and apparently I've got Beyonce's story. See you in the next one. I am Gina, and this is just the beginning.